David Smith here with another flipped classroom math video. A few tips before we get started. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to catch up with your notes. You can also speed up or slow down the playback if that helps. Finally, you can turn on the captions so you can see my words going by at the bottom of your screen. Today's topic, logarithms. This is a pretty cool topic in math, and it's one that students do struggle with, although I do think that once you get it, it's actually super simple. So let's go into the definition and do some simple log questions. The logarithm of a positive number is the power that 10 must be raised to get that number. Okay? So basically what we're looking at is a power of 10. So let's do an example. That might help a little bit. Log 1,000. So what power of 10 makes 1,000? Think about that. What power do I have to raise 10 to get 1,000? That's what this question is asking. Log 1,000. What power of 10 makes 1,000? Now, hopefully you've come to the answer being 3. Because that is indeed the answer here. The reason is because 10 to the 3 equals 1,000. Okay? So log 1,000 means what power of 10 makes 1,000? That power is 3 because 10 to the third makes 1,000. Okay? So let's try one. What's log 10? Think about that. It's asking you what power of 10 makes 10? And that's just 1 because 10 to the 1 is 10. Okay? Now this one's a little bit more tricky. We're asking for the log of 1/10. So what power of 10 makes 1/10? And you have to remember rules of exponents, particularly negative exponents. Think for a minute. Okay, if you came to the answer as being -1, you're right. Because 10 to the -1 is the same as 1 over 10 to the 1, which is 1/10. So this last question means what power of 10 makes 1/10? And that's 10 to the -1 power will make 1/10. So log of 1/10 is -1. Okay, now let's do one that's not a straightforward power of 10, like log 47. That's kind of weird. What power of 10 makes 47? So we can use a little guess and check to kind of hone in on the answer to this question. So I'm going to try 1. Let's see if that works. So if the answer to this, to log 47, was 1, then I want to do 10 to the 1 to see what I get. 10 to the 1 is 10. That's too small. So let's try putting in 2. See what we get. 10 to the 2 is 100. That's too big. Okay? So now we know something. We know that 1 is less than the log of 47, which is also less than 2. Okay? So log 47, whatever this value is, it's somewhere between 1 and 2 because 10 to the 1 is 10, too small. We're looking for 47. 10 to the 2 is 100, too big. We're just looking for 47. So it's somewhere in between these two. So now we can finish up using guess and check and find out. And yes, you can have decimals in the power. So we're going to try that. So we're going to try 1.5. What if log of 47 was 1.5? So what we have to do is we have to do 10 to the 1.5 power. This is where you get out your calculator. You can't really do this without one. You put it in your calculator and you're going to get 31.6. Okay? So 1.5 is the log of 31.6. We need 47. So let's make that bigger. Let's try 1.75. So 10 to the 1.75, this one gives us 56.2. Okay? Too big. Okay, so the log of 56.2 is 1.75. That's too big. Okay, I'm going to save us a little trouble. Typically with guess and check, it takes quite a while to get close. And I did that, and I'm going to show you the last number that I used. I tried 1.67, so I raised 10 to the 1.67 power, and what I get when I do that is 46.8. So that's very, very close to 47. So I'm going to stop us there, because now I'm going to show you how to use a calculator to answer these log questions nice and quick and easy. Okay, I'm going to show you two ways you might use your calculator to do a log equation like this one, but keep in mind that calculators have different syntax. You need to know how to use your calculator to get these results. Okay, a very simple calculator might have you just type in 47 and then press the log button. Okay, and that's just going to spit out 1.672. The decimals go on forever because it's not a perfect exponent, but you can round it to like 2 or maybe 3 decimals would be fine. Here's another way. Sometimes you press the log button first, press your 47, tap your equals, get your 1.672. That could also work. But just keep in mind, your calculator could be different. Right now, a really good thing to do would be to pause the video and give that a shot. Make sure that you can use your calculator to get 1.672 for the log of 47. Another word on calculators. Make sure that you're doing the base 10 log, because we can also calculate logs with other bases. So 2 can be raised to a power to also wind up with 47. It's going to be a bigger number, but you can do base 2. You can do base anything for your logs. Now that you've finished, take a moment to write down any questions so you can bring them to our next class and get some help. You can also watch the video again to improve your understanding. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button down below, and if you'd like to help me grow my YouTube channel, please click subscribe.